This is PSN Newsrun, streaming exclusively on YouTube.
Welcome to PSN Newsrun, our top stories for today. Our correspondent dives into the latest from science on HIV virus, and NCAA suspends 2 ValueJet pilots over safety violations. Here are all the details. For years, HIV was seen as a death sentence, but advances in medicine have changed that story. Today, with the right treatment, people living with HIV can live long, healthy lives. Senior correspondent Joycelyn did a little digging, and here's what she has to say.
For decades, HIV was regarded as a death sentence. But today, thanks to groundbreaking medical advances, that narrative has changed. HIV is no longer automatically terminal. Modern antiretroviral therapy, known as ART, can suppress the virus to undetectable levels, allowing people living with HIV to lead normal, healthy lives. In fact, when treatment starts early and is maintained, life expectancy is now close to that of HIV-negative individuals. But it's also important to note that HIV is still incurable. There is no vaccine or complete cure yet. The treatment is lifelong. Skipping medications can allow the virus to rebound, weakening the immune system. While it's undetectable, this means it's untransmittable. People on effective ART cannot sexually transmit HIV. HIV has shifted from a fatal illness to a manageable chronic condition like diabetes and high blood pressure. But this is only with proper treatment and strict adherence to medication. Without it, the virus can still progress to AIDS, which remains deadly. Reporting for PS News, Joycelyn Ella Keche Ada.
Abuja authorities have impounded 675 vehicles and arrested 273 street beggars in a renewed effort to enforce order across the city. Tessa Phillips files in this report from the nation's capital.
Abuja is getting a major cleanup, and it comes with strict enforcement. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has launched a fresh crackdown to restore order in the city. In the latest operation, authorities impounded 675 vehicles for violating traffic and parking regulations. But that's not all. 273 individuals, mostly street beggars and hawkers, were also arrested. Officials say this move is part of renewed efforts to enforce city cleanliness and security, targeting activities they describe as illegal and disruptive. The FCT administration has repeatedly warned that street begging, illegal trading, and abandoned vehicles not only create congestion but also pose security risks. The police say the offenders will be prosecuted in mobile courts, and the exercise will continue in the coming weeks.
But there's an issue affecting general security in the FCT. Vis-a-vis the gain and the pain of Operation Sweep that FCT has embarked upon the past 1 month. To the glory of God, the exercise has been very successful. And from the gain we have recorded, we have seen the need to continue. Specifically, the issue of shanties springing up everywhere in the FCT has been of concern and of importance. The attention of the Honourable Minister. We should equally have the issue of these beggars, destitute all over the city, which we are addressing, and he has tasked the service commander to continue addressing that situation with a view to seeing that we rid the whole of FCT street of all these miscreants that are constituting a kind of threat to the environment.
For residents, this is a clear signal. Keep the streets clean, follow the rules, or risk sanctions. Tessa Phillips, PS News.
Israeli forces have bombed a United Nations medical clinic in Gaza, killing at least 23 people as aid agencies warn of an imminent collapse of the region's health system. Let's join Joycelyn for the details.
A deadly strike in Gaza has once again drawn global outrage. Israeli forces reportedly bombed a United Nations medical clinic earlier today, killing at least 23 people. According to local authorities and aid groups, the attack targeted a UN-run health facility that was providing critical care to civilians. The strike comes amid escalating military operations and worsening humanitarian conditions in Gaza. Hospitals are already overwhelmed, with aid agencies warning that supplies of blood and anesthesia are running out. The incident raises serious concerns about the protection of humanitarian infrastructure under international law. Medical facilities are meant to be safe zones, but repeated attacks have crippled Gaza's health system, leaving thousands without essential care. International organizations, including the UN, are demanding an independent investigation and renewed calls for a ceasefire. For civilians in Gaza, the situation is dire, and with hospitals nearing collapse, the humanitarian crisis could deepen even further. Reporting for PS News, Joycelyn Ella Keche Ada.
From Nigeria's big win at the African School Games to the country securing hosting rights for the 2027 edition and former Arsenal star Thomas Partey's controversial transfer amid rape allegations, here are the top stories making headlines with Sam.
Team Nigeria made a strong impression at the first African School Games in Algiers, Algeria, winning 25 medals across 10 sports. The medal haul includes 6 gold, 10 silver and 9 bronze, placing Nigeria 4th overall, behind Algeria, Egypt and Tunisia. The Director General of the National Sport Commission, Bukola Olopade, praised the athletes' performance, describing it as a sign of promising future for Nigerian sports. Olopade added that beyond competition, the African School Game foster unity, discipline and national pride. Nigeria has secured the hosting right for the second African School Games in 2027, beating South Africa and Kenya in a competitive bidding process. The announcement came in Algiers after the conclusion of the maiden edition of the Games. Olopade expressed pride, calling it a major boost for sport development on the continent. Olopade promised a world-class event that would boost the sport economy and elevate Nigeria's international image. Nigeria's proven track record in hosting major competition, including the National Sport Festival and the African Under-18, Under-20 Athletic Championship, played a key role in the win. Former Arsenal midfielder Thomas Partey is close to signing for Villarreal after being granted conditional bail in an ongoing rape case. The 32-year-old appeared at the Westminster Magistrate Court to face 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault involving 3 women. The allegations include incidents in Hertfordshire and Spain. Partey's bail condition cleared the way for him to finalize his move to the La Liga side, which faces his former club Arsenal this week. He is scheduled to appear in Crown Courts on September 2. This is Samuel Akban for PS News.
You just watched PSN Newsrun, streaming exclusively on YouTube. This is your trusted voice for news that matters. Subscribe, like, share, and stay informed.